And action!
You disgust me. Grow up.
Hello, movie lovers. How are we? In case you're listening to this, I've got a Hannibal Lecter mask on, which is why I sound like I'm speaking to you through a shoebox. But there we go, mate. Just for effect, just for that opening scene. Hello. If you are on the YouTube, you will get the full benefit of me. Hello.
No expenses spared.
No, $2.95 off Amazon. Movie quality. How you doing, mate? All right?
Aye, mate. Yes. Another quick week in work.
Lucky you. I done an overtime shift either side of my 4-on at your place, so it wasn't quick.
Yeah. Time stops.
It does. Well, it was all right the first time because we're good pal Paul. Paul Bailey, shout out to you, wee guy. 3 thumbs up for you there, son. Hope you're cleaning their list when you hear this. You'll be watched on camera. Aye, apart from that was good. Anyway, moving on. This was your pick, mate, this week, and you picked The Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, aye, that's the French version.
Aye. Nod to France.
Aye. Silence of the Lambs, mate. Smashing, isn't it?
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Even, it's one of the ones where sitting, noting it, didn't make the film any worse, if you know what I mean. Didn't find like plausible potholes. See the thing about this film? There's no let up in there, no. There's no dead space in it. Just goes from scene to scene to scene, and everything means something in the context of the story. It just doesn't stop. You don't wait 40 minutes to see fucking Anthony Hopkins, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. There's, like you say, there's no dead space, no, fucking what next. Everything means something else, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And it flies in. It's under the 2-hour mark anyway, but it feels like an hour-long film or something like that. It's great.
Aye. Oh, aye. So I was saying to you last night.
Uh-huh. Waiting on this.
Right, so you know how we were talking about Deliverance last week, right? You've got 5 guys out on the river going on a wee journey.
Right.
I had it for some reason, I got it into my head that was the boys for Stand By Me.
Oh, the study named that fucking Stand By Me 2, the reunion.
I'm telling you, mate, just every character just seems to fit. Oh, John Boy is fucking Gordy. Burt Reynolds is the River Phoenix character.
Oh, I'd have loved to have heard fucking Richard Dreyfuss narration of that.
Well, that's what makes me wonder. He's covered up a wee jaunt that didn't go to plan. You know what I mean?
Aye, just imagine that. No, what he shouted was "squeal like a pig," but what we heard was, "Yeah, squeal like a pig." That junkie sick balls.
Just fucking. I was like, aye, that kind of fits that.
I was trying to guess what you were fucking on about, and I says last night, all right, so we'll talk about Deliverance. We mentioned Otis and Superman 2. Did Otis fucking get roundly bummed, and then to escape fucking persecution, he fled to Metropolis, met Lex Luthor, and ended up in there? He's been so arsed and continence.
No, mate, it was just a lot of characters. Obviously, we've got Vern. Vern would have been the one getting some hillbilly attention.
Aye.
And the other guy,
Gordy obviously being the artistic person, would have been on the guitar in the battle with the fucking 1-string fiddle.
Yeah, so it was just a mad thought. It popped into my head.
I'm not going to fucking see that film but I've not watched Deliverance again, but Stand By Me. Oh dear. That was a good thought, that. So this is episode 2 of series 2. Thanks everybody again for the feedback on Superman 2 last week. That was a good laugh, and we still haven't figured out why Superman flung a sweetie wrapper at somebody. You know what I mean? And it worked. That was a minor inconvenience. Yes, it was.
Did you know say they've created a comic to just try and explain it?
There was. They done it once in a comic way back when, but no, can't be bothered with it. And then apparently the him turning into 4 Supermen was a defence mechanism that was built into the Fortress of Solitude. So there we go.
Buff the card push.
Correct. So Silence of the Lambs, mate, we just start off kind of opening titles. We're in the woods, and wee Clarice is having a jog, isn't she?
She's out in the FBI training course, just running through the woods.
Aye. And she's got that fucking American jumper on. Every film to portray the sweat. If we're going to wear this bad grey jumper. If any woman's sweating like that, I'm sending her to the doctors. Don't care what she's doing, mate.
Nobody wears the jumpers for that exact reason. Don't let a mad, sweaty fucking swamp monster.
I know. It's like going to a fucking meeting wearing a blue shirt. Know what I mean? And going like that. Hello.
He's got his elbow patches at his armpits there.
Aye. But she's all shiny and sweaty, and she's running about the place in the most misty fucking woods you've ever fucking seen. It's like a horror film, man.
Yeah.
Waiting Jason coming in.
Aye, definitely. But the next thing, somebody says Jack Crawford's looking for you. And then it's just the big reveal, that guy wearing an FBI hat. Like, oh, it's the FBI place.
Aye.
Nearly you're running a mouth shite.
Aye. I'll not take my time and walk there. I'll just jog again. She makes her way to Crawford's office through every fucking bit of Quantico. You know what I mean?
Aye. Mate, see at one bit, see when she's running to the office, I thought there was a squad of ninjas ran by her. They were all wearing black. I was like, fuck off.
Do you know how you know they weren't a squad of ninjas? Because you've seen them.
Oh, dun, dun, dun.
But what you did see was some people climbing a rope outside the main entrance to the fucking building. Because that's where you do your rope climbing, know what I mean?
Oh, well. But that's how they become the best.
What's the big notice on the wall as well? Hurt, agony, pain.
I love it.
It's a bit shocking.
The best of the best of the best.
Aye. So before she gets to Crawford's office, just to get into the elevator, and this is our first nod to "This is a man's world." And I'll say very early on, mate, as we've discussed off camera, if anybody comes to us and says that women haven't been portrayed properly in movies, or the Battle of the Sexties wasn't put in your face before the year 2015, I will point them to Silence of the Lambs.
Aye, definitely. When you said it to me the other day there, and I was like, oh no, I kind of thought it that way. I just thought she was looked down on because of the old trainee sort of thing, know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you kind of, there's another scene that's more prevalent, isn't it?
Aye, because this is the first one. She goes into an elevator and it's full and it's all guys, all wearing the same clothes.
Aye.
And they all stop talking to each other or what they're doing to just look at her as if it's a vagina. Small place. It's a vagina, lady.
And it looks like the fucking cast of Pumping Iron, isn't it?
I know, man. Or the fucking Olivia Newton-John, Let's Get Physical video.
Aye. Oh, aye, everybody's a fucking man mountain.
But this film, if you have not watched it in a while, or you've not watched it at all, and you do watch it, it champions females in the workplace. It really does.
Aye.
But it is no in your face, which is great.
Aye. Done right.
Done right, mate. But she gets to Crawford's, and he's like big wig in the FBI and all that, but his fucking office is a cupboard.
Aye. Well, this is mind that series, Mindhunter.
I know what you're talking about, but I never watched it.
Well, the Jack Crawford character is actually based on that profiler.
Really?
And that's genuinely the way that guy their office used to be away down in the basement.
Really? Tell me more about this person.
Well, he's got a book, so no.
Aye, cool story, bro.
Aye.
I just found it mental a bit. If you're saying it portrays a real other character, then I can kind of get on board with that. But I just thought he's doing it the depths of the Quantico and the FBI away down the fucking cupboard. But before he walks in, she sees the bill wall, didn't she?
Aye. You see, it's like all these newspaper clippings and stuff, and obviously photographs for scenes and stuff, and it looks hellish. You know what I mean? He's been on a bit of a roll, his old Bill.
Aye.
But no sooner does Jack Crawford arrive, didn't he?
Aye. Big, what do you call it? It's a Larry cunt, isn't he? He's very smammy, and you can tell right away he's like, all right, darling, how you doing? I'm Big JC and that, no.
Big JC. Fuck off. Oh,
Big Jackie boy. Maybe you've heard of me. I'm the cupboard dweller. Uh-huh.
Well, see, it kind of does see the real story of that guy. He was like the first like kind of profiler for serial killers and stuff.
Started his own kind of department and all that.
Aye, that's why he was doing the basement, because see, the FBI and that were all like, "Hi, a way you fucking entertain yourself down the bottom there with a water cooler and all that."
Which is quite surprising, because you think criminal profiling, you think the FBI or the CIA and all that. You think they would be at the forefront for the 40s or something.
But that's it. Well, you kind of get the basis here, because obviously Jack Crawford.
You get the basement, you get the basement here.
Well, Jack Crawford says to her, we're interviewing all these captured serial killers to try and build a sort of catalogue thing. And that's actually what that guy did. He went round and interviewed all these fucking maniacs, know what I mean? See, like son of Sam and Ed fucking Kemper and all that.
He enjoys a cut of her jib, doesn't he? He goes over her like test scores and all that, very impressive. And then he says, if I remember correctly, you're the girl that gave me quite a grilling at my last seminar. Well, you know, I gave you an A for that. Hey, man, sir.
Aye, fucking asshole.
And he says, didn't he? He says, you spook easily, Starling.
Aye. He's obviously got a lined up for a job, isn't he? Namely, to go and talk to Hannibal Lecter. And he says to her, didn't he? I want you to go and interview Hannibal Lecter. But there's a real reason behind why he's sending her, but he's put it under the guise he just wants to add him to this catalogue of stuff in it.
And the real reason that we'll get to is very, very clever why he's done it. Very clever, man. So, again, as we said there's no deed space in this film. We're right at the asylum, so we are, and she's just arrived, hasn't she? And she's met the head of the asylum, Mr. Chilton.
He's a pure creepy bastard.
It just opens up with, oh, he's a monster.
And then he doesn't miss a fucking beat either, does he?
No.
Will you be staying in the area? What? You creepy bastard.
Get down, get a bit of pumping.
Aye, fuck's sake. And then he see again another thing with the kind of woman in film sort of thing. He goes, it was interesting that Mr. Crawford thinks he can send a female agent to try and seduce Lecter, and she's like, no, listen here, you Fanny.
Aye. There is a lot of talking down to her being a woman, and you do notice it now. But it's she backhanders it away, no problem. Every turn, she's great, man. She's absolutely brilliant. Apart from one wee bit later on, but we'll get to again. So as you say, mate, he's fucking trying to put on the sleeves and all that. And she's just, no, just take me down to the fucking cell, wee man. You know what I mean?
He has got a pure fucking wee wanker face, but hasn't he?
Aye.
Pure
He's a rat-looking little bastard. Don't like him at all. Mm-hmm. Don't remember seeing him in much else. I'm sure I have, but nah.
Yeah.
But once he gets kind of put in his place, he's like, fine. And then he starts walking her down there. Do not touch the glass. Do not approach the glass. Do not eat. Do not fart. Do not tell him the color of your underwear. Don't tell him that your little toe is fucking falling off. No, I mean, just rhymes it off. It's quite good. It's a single camera shot, and he delivers that in a wanny pretty well.
Aye. And he says to her as well, doesn't this is what he'd done to a nurse when we took off his restraints for, let's say, 10 seconds or something.
Aye.
And obviously it shows Clarice this picture of some poor nurse. So they couldn't save the eye or something like that, and had to reset the jaw.
Aye, it's that. That's the first kind of psychological scare in your brain, because it doesn't show you the picture. It just has you imagining what this poor lassie's went through. Like, we managed to reset the jaw. We saved one of the eyes. I'm like, fuck the air. Know what I mean?
Exactly. And you don't get to see it either. Know what I mean?
No. But what's it spoils it at the end. It goes, his pulse never went above whatever. I was like, how did you know his pulse?
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The fucking BAMs. Mental.
I
But anyway, it does say, she says to him, look, but it'll be better if it doesn't like you, me getting in here myself. And he's like, well, you could have told me that before we came down here. Yeah, but
aye. Aye, it's another way around. He goes saying, right, what, you fuck off. Know what I mean?
aye.
And he kind of, oh, all right, and he's affronted that he's not going to be allowed to sit in, sort of thing, isn't he?
Aye, but she kind of diffuses it by saying, but if you never walked me down here, I would never have had the pleasure of your company.
Aye, exactly. Aye, still again going like that. Aye, no bother, you fanny. Beat it.
Lad, please fuck off, sir.
Now you see Big Barney. What else is he in?
I'm Barney.
What else is it he is in?
He's just been. I just think he's either that and everything he's been in. He's that kind of role, like a Janny or a super at a set of flats, or an orderly in a fucking mental asylum. But he's been in hundreds of things, hasn't he?
Aye, genuinely, that's couldn't.
Never done
bother to Google it last night.
I never bothered to do my homework and find out exactly what he's been in, but he's just getting, hi, I'm Barney. Should be fucking in one of the cells, man.
But the next thing I got the letter into this ward, that I wouldn't even call a ward, it's the fucking basement in it.
It's even lower than Crawford's fucking office, man. You know what I mean? It just says to her, you'll do fine, all that. It's hang your jacket up. He's at the left, you stay to the right, and she makes the wee walk along herself, didn't you?
Yeah, she's walking by her. See, you never find out what these other guys are in for, know what I mean? But they kind of look a bit fucking placid, know what I mean?
Well, the first one does. Just go, one of the guys. You know what I mean? And then you see Miggs crawling about the bars of his cell like a fucking spider, man.
Aye, fucking like he's just fucking up on the bars and everything, and he fucking pure hisses at her. I can smell your cunt. You're like, yo, what, you creepy bastard?
Hisses at her. What did they say? What did they say to her?
I can smell your cunt or something.
Aye.
Aye.
I can smell your cunt. I was like, oh, that's fucking very dirty, that. But gets to Lecter's cell. He's just storing waiting, and that's the first time we all see him, and it's just quite a scene, man.
Aye, it's quite unsettling, isn't it, this guy? I mean, it's kind of put it to you anyway. You're expecting down here to come down and see a madman, know what I mean? But we're walking by all these other cretins, know what I mean? You think, oh, what's this going? And they just storing there like a normal guy, know what I mean?
Aye, just on like a gentleman with his fucking normal realm, you know what I mean?
Aye, no leaping about like a fucking lizard, sniffing cunts and the like.
That's it. But it does say to her, who are you, know that, blah blah. She tells him she's FBI, pulls out her ID, and he just says, "Closer, please." It's just does that, doesn't she? Closer. Oh, get away for the glass hen.
Aye, but he's on the ball, isn't he? That, oh, this expires in a week. You're no real FBI, are you? You're like, well.
You spotted that, did you? But before it goes any further, he does say it. He says, what did he say to you in Manic? What did he say to you in your way in? She's like, who? Barney. Multiple migs. What did they hiss at you? I can smell you, cunt.
Oh, I know. And he's
Then he
like,
does the smell thing, doesn't he?
I, for one, cannot smell your cunt.
Brilliant. Well remembered, mate. Well remembered.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
You smell everything else, but
I know. Aye, that's kind of getting you fucking. This boy's for a fucking bloodhound.
oh,
Know what I mean?
telling you, man, I would take him in searches with me again. Smell that. Don't get it. And he just gives her a sensory profile of what her favourite perfume is, but she wears all the time, but not today.
Aye, know what I mean? What fucking skin cream she uses, though, that you're like that. Again, just with him just smelling her, he knows a bit of your life. Know what I mean?
Aye.
You're like that. That's fucking creepy, man.
She tries to keep it robotic by saying, she goes like, well, no, she tries to keep it a wee bit robotic by just getting into, would you answer this questionnaire, please, sir? Would you? You know what I mean? And he's like, oh no, you were doing fine.
Aye. Plus, he gets kind of insulted and all, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
When he finds out Clarice is just a trainee.
Aye.
Jack Crawford.
Aye.
That's
Obviously
a
knows
trainee
him
to
well.
me.
But he shut down everybody else that Crawford sent in, and Crawford himself. So
Aye.
he's intrigued, I think, by her. What she going to do that nobody else can do, and he starts having his wee conversation. But he asks about Buffalo Bill, doesn't he?
Aye. Is that anything to do with the Buffalo Bill fucking killer out there and all that? Oh, I don't know, sir, and all that. What he says, thrill me with your acumen.
Do you know why he calls him Buffalo Bill? Start off as bad jokes, sir. Because I like to skin his humps. I'm just going to go full Southern when I start fucking talking about him now. Well, sir, when I've a bad joke, you like to skin his humps.
Oh, fuck. Aye, but he's not really interested in the Buffalo Bill hanging. You know, he more wants to know about Clarice, doesn't he?
Because he starts goading her now. He gets into the Southern accent and he starts talking about her with her fucking uncombed hair and her cheap shoes and all that, belittling her to see, I think probably just to see how she'll react. But she doesn't and run out of there. Know what I mean? She just looks at him and goes, you see a lot, sir.
Aye, because he's like, he would say that, you're trying to lose that southern drawl in your voice and all that.
That you've tried so hard to mask.
But she just goes to him, you've got a good eye there, Doctor. Have you got a good sense to turn around and look at yourself that way? And
aye, it kind of, as if he goes like that in his head, touche, a wee bitch. You know what I mean?
I'm kind of miffed by you. And he just fucking pushes the questionnaire back through, doesn't he?
Aye, but he does, even though he's miffed at that, he says, you know, the last, it kind of shuts her up by saying, you watch yourself, hen, because the last person that tried to give me a psych evaluation at that fucking level was a former patient of mine, blah, blah, blah. And then he does the thing, doesn't he?
Aye. The same thing I did when I stubbed my toe.
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
That's exactly what I did when I stubbed my toe. Fucking whack. Oh!
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, I can just imagine you doing that. Whereas, see, when I stub my toe, I start hopping and I grab the stubbed toe and I open my mouth as wide as it can go and nothing comes out. Start mouthing swear words.
Oh, see that's like when you get out for fucking, I don't know, a cold shower or something, you're
Aye, brilliant, man.
Fucking.
The conversation kind of ends abruptly, and he's had enough of it. He just goes, "You fly on back to school now, Aiden Starling. Fly."
No, fucking right back to Austin Powers, man.
Aye.
Oh, fucking amazing.
When he comes
see
out the
that?
door,
Aye.
I'll get it.
But see that thing where the fucking he does that? That was actually ad-libbed. You know what I mean? That was the written writing. That's how assuming you look at Jodie Foster and she's like, the fuck's the matter with you?
Aye.
That's what I mean.
Oh, tremendous, because it became one of the most famous no lines in a movie, man. Everybody knows it when you do that. That's Hannibal Lecter, that.
Aye. But
So-
apparently another thing, that's what, see Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins, they never met on set and she was terrified of him.
Really?
Aye,
Oh,
apparently.
aye. There's a bit later in the film that would counter that for me, but I'll get to it, right? Because
Aye.
I've wrote it down somewhere further on. But she's on her way. She's got to go buy multiple manic Migs or multiple Migs, whatever the fuck he's called.
Masturbating Migs.
Aye.
Aye. The next thing he'll have fucking wee manic noises off him, don't you?
Aye, Spider-Man's there, didn't he?
Oh, it's fucking froze his specimen right through the fucking bars, man. Oh,
Oh, something about Mary, man, just gets her right in the fringe.
and it fucking sets everybody after it. It sets off all the nutcases.
Aye.
But Hannibal,
Screams at her back, didn't he? Sorry.
aye. But he's affronted with it, isn't he? Shouts on her back. He's like, aye, blah, 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 come back, search for Miss Moffat or something. And he's like, I would have never let that happen. You know what I mean? Fucking.
Aye. That is the height of rudeness. So I'll give you a nugget of information. Go now, go! And that's when she runs it like,
Aye. Fucking unbelievable, man. And it turns out Miss Moffat was an ex-patient or something with Hannibal's, wasn't it?
aye. When she leaves there, she starts having flashbacks. Because she's upset, obviously. She's got fucking jizz in her hair that's wasn't wanted for a change.
I don't know if Jizz has ever wanted in.
Well, some people make a right good living at it. But and I've not got any hair.
Not I.
Dribbles into my eye, you see. That's why I've got such thick eyebrows.
Oh.
But she's walking towards her car and she has flashbacks that suddenly she's back 20 odd year or whatever, and she sees her dad's police cruiser and she's a wee girl, isn't she?
Aye. And it's just a running to see her father for whatever reason, and
Aye.
the next thing it cuts back to her and she's greeting at the side of a motor. So I don't know if it was like
Aye, she breaks down, man.
aye, that kind of brought her down to being a wee helpless lassie or something again.
Aye, definitely, mate. So we're back to Quantico. A wee training montage. Guys checking her
You're
and
the
her pal.
best. Around.
Again, all the males are just, when they're running by, males are all fucking stopping what they're doing and checking at their arses and all that. It's just a nod to sexism in the workplace once again. And by the way, we're no decrying this. This is well done in the context of this film. Do you know what I mean? So, aye, Clay Starling bones up on Lecter and Moffat via the, what'd you call them again?
I don't know. It's like a newspaper real thing, isn't it?
Aye, I used to dog school and go up the library and do it. Can't remember what it's called.
See, they were gone when I went to school.
Aye. No, they're in the Mitchell, mate. They're definitely in the Mitchell. I used to go up there and get music from a guitar and all that. But aye, it's like negatives. People have took photos in newspapers and you can watch them on this mad screen, but I can't remember what it's called. So she's doing all that. Then Jack Crawford phones her, didn't he?
Aye. Crawford phones her to let her know that Miggs is dead. Masturbating Miggs has chugged himself to death. He became a human milkshake and drank himself.
Oh, that did he bring all the boys to the yard?
Fly.
I'll get it. My
Aye.
milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Oh,
My jizz
that gives
is
us-
better than yours.
that's a dry book there.
Aye, so Clarice is like at the phone. I don't know how to feel about that. I'll tell you how to feel about that. Quite fucking delighted.
Aye,
You guys splattered on, you know what I mean?
exactly. And then as when Crawford says, Lecter just whispered to him all night and you're like, what the fuck was he saying?
I know what he was saying. Swallow your tongue, swallow your tongue, swallow your tongue, swallow your tongue. That's how he died.
Aye, tell them the end to every TV show ever.
Aye. So he's told
Sopranos
her
just
about...
goes to black.
Exactly. So she's picked up on the yourself storage unit.
Mm-hmm.
She's realised it's on anagram, and she's going to find Moffat or something leading to Moffat in there, isn't she?
Aye.
So we get to the storage unit. It's pissing the rain. There's a wee Jewish man talking about her. All the thing he's missing is his ringlets.
Aye, fucking Sergey, who fucking compare the meerkat.
Sergey, I give Miss Moffat the storage unit. 2 for 1 cheap car insurance.
Oh, fucking hell, man. So, this garage door when you go up into it, and
Aye.
Stalin ends up getting the car jacket.
Fucking
before
Jack
she's
and a
gonna-
half, by the way.
I know. It's fucking. But she says to Sergey, if this door should fall down or something should happen to me in here, just give us a phone.
Aye.
But as she's grand, she scratches her leg, didn't she?
Because nobody's been in it for 10 years. It's been prepaid for 10 years, and he's obviously making out that why would I interfere? Privacy's my name in my game. I've been paid. I don't go in there. I don't know what's in there. She doesn't know what she's going to find. But as you say, mate, she cuts her leg on the way in. We'll find out about that in about fucking 5 minutes' time. And then she gets a wee torch out and all that, starts looking about, and it's just a fucking storage unit full of shite in it.
Aye, fucking junker pickers dream into it.
But the thing with Michael Bay's motors in there.
Aye. You bastard. I was going to say that. I was
What
going
did
to fucking say that. Aye. There's so many times Michael Bay's involved with this film.
Oh, well, you'll get your opportunity later. I'll leave it for you. It's just a big motor draped in a fucking American flag.
Aye.
So it is.
It's a big old-fashioned, I don't know, what is it, 50s or something? 60s motor?
Aye. At
So-
first I thought it was a big hearse, but there's back
Aye.
seats in it, so it really can't be. So just a big Lincoln Continental or some shit like that, and she gets into the back of it, didn't she, mate?
Aye. She's perusing around about this, and then she finds this jar with a heat in it, which I take it is
Aye. Finds the...
how I look. That's exactly how I look after a night out. That's how I wake up the next morning.
fucking heat in a jar. Your eyelashes all hanging off.
Lipstick smeared. But
So we're very quickly after that. Same night, obviously, I'm taking it. We're back to the asylum, mate, aren't we?
aye, back to the asylum.
In darkness.
Aye. And she's quizzing Hannibal again. Whose head's in the jar? You know what I mean? But he's ever the gentleman as well, Hannibal. He's in a wee tibble.
Aye, but see every time that drawer comes out, even now, the fucking noise it makes, you're like, oh, what the fuck's that, man?
Aye. Just fucking a big metal clank.
It's like the fucking mad mental till that I'd opened all hours.
But aye. And then was that Hannibal says to her, your legs stop bleeding, by the way.
Your bleeding has stopped. So not only does he get the best sense of smell in the world, he's got fucking ears of a wolf. You know what I mean? Who was that cartoon? Marshall Bravestar. And he used to
I
summon
don't
power.
know.
No.
Oh, fucking
Look him
hell,
up.
what's that?
Bravestar. Brilliant, mate. Well, I'm 44, so probably 10 years before you were born, but Bravestar, he was a marshal, a big fucking Texas marshal, but he could call on the powers of animals. And he used to say, ears of the wolf. And he could hear. And like sight of the hawk. And he could see. All that. It's quality, mate. Anyway, the Hannibal's got ears of the wolf. Your bleeding has stopped.
Aye.
Just scratch her. Just scratch.
But the next thing is that the lights pingling into it. And Clarice can see that, oh, where's all your pictures been taken away? And he's like, oh, a punishment from a resident doctor, Mr. Chilton.
Punishment for Migs. See when the lights go on, know? It just says, thank you, Barney.
Oh, fucking unsettling character, man, isn't he?
But doesn't he beat about the bush? She's like, ah, look, I figured out your anagram. That was a patient of yours. Tell me more, tell me more. And he's like, look, doll, hold the fucking bus.
Aye.
If you want anything else after me, you're going to have to get me the case file, and I want a fucking room review.
Aye. Remember of you. I want a wee deal. But he also says to her, he's like, I didn't kill him. I merely just tucked him away.
That's it.
And he
That's it.
kind of drops the hint that that was Buffalo Bill's first kill.
Yes. And that, aye, you're right. And then he goes like that, starts goading her again about Jack Crawford.
Aye.
Do you think about him? Do you want him sexually? Of course, he's a bit older, but you know. She's like, do you know what? That's beneath you, Doctor. Frankly, that's something Miggs would say.
Aye.
What was he say to that?
Oh, fuck, I remember.
He just looks through it, like kind of sides where Miggs's cell would be, went, not anymore.
I get heavy fucking, see that, is it Tarkin for Star Wars? I
Aye.
get heavy vibes of him off him.
Vader, release him.
I mean, it's just the way you're saying, I don't know.
Maybe it is, mate, I don't know. But aye, it's good. So basically, he's gave her a fucking, this is what I want, and it will be of your benefit if you get me. You know what I mean? I'll help you catch Buffalo Bill, basically.
Aye, because he practically drops the hint that he knows who Buffalo Bill is, and he
Aye.
knows who it is. He's seen him before, dealt with him before, which there's now a massive theory out there that Hannibal created Buffalo Bill
Okay.
in case he was ever captured for his own crimes.
All right, to take the fall.
Aye, so that it would give him something to make a deal with the FBI to get out of jail with.
Right, I get you.
Aye.
That's quite the forward thinker, is there, Hannibal, eh? Jesus fuck.
Aye, because he already says it all, doesn't he? Because he reckons our boy Bill is already probably out there picking his next victim.
Aye. And she says to him, look, you know who he is. Please tell me, Doctor, please tell me. All good things to those who wait. Now go. Fly, fly. Fly, fly. I think we should just end every conversation with him with fly, fly.
But next thing into it, we hear a bit of fucking Tom Petty, American Girl.
Dun, dun. I can't remember the words.
I know. That's the fucking right. I think that's the right song you were clicking on.
Oh, fucking hell, Craig. What you think me? I just remember the chorus. American Girl. That's terrible. Sorry to all the Tom Petty fans out there. I got the finger clicks in there, Bora.
Fucking hell.
Aye, so but that's Catherine, isn't it? That's for
aye.
Unsuspecting next victim, mate.
And I always, mate, see, I was younger than seen this. I thought it was Sonia for EastEnders. I don't know why.
Martin! If you're listening to this on Spotify, see when Chris said that there, my face just went like the sloth out of Zootopia. Oh, what an annoying bitch that lassie is, man. Martin!
Oh, dearie me, man.
Oh, it's class, mate. I didn't get my breath back after that. Woo!
The next thing you're seeing, and Bill into it. Bill stalking his next victim.
See the sound, the night vision goggles going on, whatever film it's in, or computer game, I shite myself.
Aye.
Don't like them.
Aye. There's something a bit fucking devious about night vision, isn't there?
I can't even whistle it properly if my lips are too dry, but aye. You just hear that beep, power up, didn't you? And then you look through his eyes in green and he's fucking more or less just across the road for, isn't he?
Yeah. So he's fucking done his homework, and he's stalking like a fucking mad predator.
Aye.
But obviously, the soon-to-be victim, you know what I mean? She barks up and takes our messages to the house.
The first time I know you see Bill's fucking manky bogging fingers.
I know, mate. See that? That's not right. That.
It's no right that at all, mate. Looks
But-
like he's been picking his ass and just leaving it. Oh, it's horrible.
But the next thing is,
His ploy's good, isn't it?
aye. Catherine's walking to her apartment or something. And she sees this guy with a broken arm trying to lift a chair into the back of a van, and being the
Must have really wanted that couch. Must have seen it on Gumtree. Oh, was it Americans call it Craigslist?
Craig.
We'll go to buy couches and fucking never come back.
But she goes there, didn't she? And she agrees to help him out. And he's just that crafty. He just he manoeuvres her till she has to step into the van, know what I mean? And he laughing at because I said manoeuvres.
Manoeuvres. Just because she's a big girl. Or she's a bigger girl. Manoeuvres her. But you're right. He's clever. Really clever.
Aye, he just pure manipulates the situation, doesn't he?
Aye.
It's not his first rodeo.
But it's obviously her fucking first rodeo because MD ever does a flitting. The last thing you want to do is fucking jump into the van
Aye.
and be like all bent, fucking lifting something heavy. But she gets in, doesn't she? And I want to go all the way to the back. They're right. Pushed her way to the back into.
Aye. And then you hear him saying to him, what are you? What are you, a size 34?
14.
Aye, 14 or something.
Say, you about a size 14.
Aye.
What?
Then you just fucking, the music and all that kicks in into it, and it's just obviously he's fucking setting about her.
You just hear the full rapid. It's kind of
Aye.
like Star Wars when, hey, you give me a hand down there. They all get up and just hear the belting. And they come in dressed as stormtroopers. That one's for you, Boswell.
Oh, fuck. But, aye. He's fucking, he's got her captured, didn't he? And fucking sees the label on her dress and all that and cuts it off and fucking gets all fucking pervy of the skin on her back, know what I mean?
He's touching her back, know that, and you can hear him getting fucking excited, going, oh, good. So fucking Palpatine.
Aye.
Good.
I knew you were going to fucking say
I know.
that. Good.
Something, dark side.
Not from a Jedi. But
Ever told you about? No, fuck it. Not going to get to the Darth
off an
Plagueis
old
bit.
Bill the Skinner.
Is it possible to skin these bitches? Not from a Jedi.
Fucking hell, man.
What we get? Where are we going here?
I don't know. The most, probably the most serious fucking degenerate part, and we're like, we'll connect this to Star Wars.
I know. So, right, so, moving swiftly on, we're back to Quantico. Once again, Clarice can't finish a class. She's built out a fucking class again.
Aye.
Jack Croft wants to see you.
Aye. And she's been taken to the scene where they've discovered this body, haven't they?
Oh, mate. See when the guy, the trainer, the handler, whatever the fuck his name is marching her through is it the woods or something? And she's like, can I ask what this is about, sir? This looks like a Buffalo Bill type situation. He's the fucking messenger.
I know.
You didn't know.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. But the next part you see into it is her and Crawford in this aeroplane, and he's catching her up with the fucking case, and it just sees. You don't think about it with some of the posts on it, right? But see some of the shit they must see. It must be fucking brutal.
I know. Aye, definitely. They're quite funny. They're in the plane. My Waynes have got bigger toy planes than the plane they're in. I mean, they're fucking more or less like that. Talk to I know. So he divulges a wee bit more information about her, about Buffalo Bill. Tells her about how he keeps them for 3 days and all that, didn't he?
Aye. Keeps them for 3 days, etc. 4 days. We don't know why. And they're usually skinned, but after death.
Uh-huh.
So
post
Just,
mortem.
aye. And this body they found here. Yeah, this body they found here was actually the first victim, but it was the only one he decided to weigh down. So,
Aye. But we're at the plane, we're in a motor, and he's asking her for a psychiatric evaluation of him. What do you see, Starling? Tell me and all that. And she goes through what she thinks he is. Like, he's a loner, he's got his own house, and it instantly says to her, why his own house? Because he needs privacy, he needs no interruptions. Today's work, she calls it his work. I suppose that's what Buffalo Bill kind of fucking thinks it is he's doing. Do you know what I mean?
aye, that he's white and all that because serial killers usually hunt among their own racial category and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it was right. And then there was the Jack. Outstanding. It's like,
and then she says, he goes like that, then he goes, questions? Yeah, you kind of sent me in there. This was your end game. What did you tell me for? And that's the clever bit. He says, look, if I'd have gave you any semblance of what I was sending you in to see Hannibal Lecter about, he would have fucking known it in an instant. You know what I mean? I had to keep you in the dark. I'm sorry, Hen. I couldn't tell you. You know what I mean? When he polished me.
But it's just kind of miff with that, but at the same time, that was intelligent, innit?
Of course it is. Aye, he's a master of his craft. Fuck's sake, he knows his script. And he probably knows Hannibal better than anybody else on the planet. So we're at the car, we're in the funeral home. Which is a strange setup because you think you're there for that girl's funeral, but you're not.
No.
But anyway, we're in the funeral home, there's a heavy police presence. She's been left, well, the head of the kind of fucking sheriff's department meets Crawford. Crawford's, look, I don't want to talk to you about this in front of certain people, looking at Starling as if fucking women present, know what I mean?
Aye. Another wee nod to the fucking woman shouldn't be privy to any of this sort of thing, know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then she's left in this room alone with just all sorts of again, and they're all just looking at her, judging her, know what I mean?
Aye.
Like she's like a wee daft lassie, know what I mean? Why do you want involved in this sort of shit?
Aye. And this is where she has just prior to that, she has a second flashback again.
Aye. And it's
her dad's funeral.
Dad's funeral, which again, don't know what's going on there. But maybe that was again because see her being there and all the coppers looking at her and judging her and all that. Maybe it's the flashback is like her back to feeling like a wee lassie again.
Aye, true, mate. True.
Maybe that's
the only kind of questions I have about this film is the two flashbacks. What did they really give you?
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Other than a bit of backstory that she explains anyway.
Aye.
But yeah, that's a good eye, mate. I like that. I like what you've said there. So now she is in the back room with all the male fucking police for that county. So obviously everybody's house is getting fucking robbed that day because they police a bit.
Oh, aye. But again, in a polite manner, Clarice fucking goes, right lads, fuck off.
Aye.
Know what I mean?
Aye, she does, mate. But she massages their ego while doing it, didn't she?
Aye.
You've taken her this far, and I'm sure her and her family will be most appreciative, but it's time for us to take care of her. And then she just goes pure southern. So go on there, get. Go on there, get.
Go on get. Go on get.
Don't make me come over there. I won't tell you again. Get. Go on now.
Fucking hell,
Not
man.
to Southern America. Back your trailers now. Get.
Aye. But they all leave, didn't they? But I know. They don't seem too... I don't know why you would want to be at a fucking autopsy anyway. Know what I mean?
Aye. So whoever's funeral this is, it's not the girl she's here to see, the body she's here to see. It's somebody else, but I don't know why a dead body in a morgue requires such a heavy police presence.
Aye.
I don't know. Anyway, she's in the back, isn't she? And we've got the victim at the chiller.
The chiller. Right beside the sausages and the milk.
Right beside last night's leftover lasagna. And then the boys start passing about the nose jelly, didn't they?
Yeah, and it's this must be because the smell of death is fucking horrible. As you may or may not know.
It must be like Vic or something, Vic
Aye.
Vapor or something. They're putting under their nose. But the
This
gate,
is Clarice's first autopsy, and all, isn't it?
oh aye, the gate hard and she turns her back to put it on like a lady. But they say to her, didn't you? You ready, Starling? And you just see her when she's no facing them, and she's, oh fuck, here we go. She's not looking forward to it at all, you know. But she knows she has to man up or woman up. Sorry, whatever.
Aye, and then the wee Undertaker, the wee guy for fucking Conan.
Yes.
The wee thief.
Another creepy wee bastard.
Aye. He unzips the bag in it, and it's like, Pwah!
Aye.
And it's fucking obviously rancid. Know what I mean?
Because even with the nose jelly, they all just go, oh, for fuck's sake.
Aye.
And then she starts verbally processing the body on her wee fucking dictaphone. Well, this guy takes photos with the fucking most frighteningest camera on the planet.
I know, mate. Imagine that as your job, man. Fucking taking pictures of dead bodies.
Aye, like you say, mate, as you say in real life, these people, man, how can you not take that aim with you, man? Oh,
fucking jailbait.
Crazy.
But, he takes a picture inside her mouth, doesn't he? Is that we can try and identify her through dental.
She notices on the Polaroid and decides to shout it as if they're not all within 2 feet of her. Something in her mouth. Aye, hen, I'm here. Something with you, say.
Aye, but they did get out into it, and it's like a wee pod, a wee moth pod. And it's, we need to get to the bottom of that, doesn't it? That shouldn't be there.
Nah, but they've turned her hair as well, haven't they? And they've seen the diamond cuts of skin out her back.
Aye, because they noticed, this is a different skinning technique for the other victims. You're like, aye.
It's quite precise and professional.
Aye.
We're instantly out of there and we're back in the car, obviously on the way back to the airport. And that's when Jack says to her, didn't he?
Aye. Me no wanting to talk in front of you, that really burns you, doesn't it? And you're like that. Well, of course, you fucking rocket. You know what I mean?
Aye. And his answer to that is, look, I was just lip service for the guys there, you know what I mean? You know how it is. And she says, I can take it, but it's the other people that see it. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
You're educating fucking the uneducated, so they think it's all right.
Yep.
If they see people look up to you. So if they see you doing it, they're going to do it. And he apologises.
Aye. Fucking, you might be the go-to for all this profiling, but you're a fanny, Jack.
Anyway, I'm polishing your nab. So she goes to the fucking gummy-eyed museum.
Mate, these bug experts, what are they like, man? Because even when, like, they're obviously dissecting this fucking moth pod thing, and he's like, you want to go for steaks? And she's like, are you hitting on me? And he's like, yes.
Yeah. But you don't know he is because he can't fucking look straight. Eyes are out of place.
Okay.
One eye got a short, one came back with a change.
See, as soon as they find out what this moth is, it's a date with Clarice is out the window. He's more interested in the beastie again, isn't he?
Aye. Say hello to fucking Arachnus dethicus, better known as the death head moth.
Aye. And that's when they find out this is a unique moth, isn't it? And when
that's what's so unique about this moth. And it says because they only breed in Asia. So whoever's done this, they've loved him. They've gave him nightshade and honey, and they've stroked his penis, and they've loved him, and they took him to bed, and they've loved him.
Sang Barry White to him. Nasty but sweaty.
Get in there, boy. Nice and deep, like. That's what I thought you were going to say.
Get up, on. I don't know what the hell that is, but I lick it anyway.
So we're instantly transported to Bill's house, aren't we?
Oh,
and it's
you see this?
fucking clatty.
Mate, see when he's sitting on that chair, and he's obviously fucking about with something, and obviously Michael Bay's fucking flag is there again. But see when he's sitting on that chair,
But naked.
aye, you know what that reminded me of? See the end of the first Jeepers Creepers movie,
Aye, aye,
doing it sitting on the chair.
aye. That's a good shout, mate. I just,
Oh.
as you know, I just watched that the other night, and I fell asleep before the end of it. So, but you've just, I remember that bit now. That's a good shout. But it's just a kind of a nod to his house, his dwellings. It's clatty as fuck. There's moths flying about, so you know it's him. He's cultivating the moths, isn't he?
Aye, and then it gives you a shot of this well, doesn't it? And you obviously hear Catherine shouting.
You can hear a
Shut
wee dog barking like fuck.
Aye, wee precious.
Mister, let me out of here, Mister. So Clarice sees that Catherine's missing on the news. She shouted into the fucking Quantico TV room. Looks like a Buffalo Bill type situation.
Aye, it turns
And that's
out
when she
Catherine's
learns
actually a senator's daughter, isn't it?
Aye, that's it, mate. So she's a person of some importance. But then we're thrust right back to the asylum again. And Chilton is very pissed off. He's like, this is the third time you've came here. You're leaving me out here. My fucking penis is shrinking because of it. What's going on?
Aye, he's not happy being cut out at all, you know.
No.
And this is obviously when he's took his wee idea to bug the cell to find out stuff for himself, innit?
Aye, exactly. So Clarice has went in there with an offer for Hannibal. If he helps her, she's given the case file and says this is an affidavit that will give you fucking a week's release to Plum Island, where you will walk on the beach, you will feel the sand in your toes, you will breathe fresh air. All the things we're fucking like that. Oh, fucking big wowee.
Aye.
But I suppose it sounds like fucking bliss to him. You know what I mean?
Aye. Aye, well, consider now he's had to stare at as the basement wall for however long he's been doing there.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
So he's got his offer. However, he wants one more thing for it, and it's quid pro quo.
Quid pro quo. I
Aye.
tell you things, you tell me things.
Splendid accent there, sir. Splendid. Aye, basically, just you need to tell me something. You need to let me in your head, and I will fucking deliver. Know what I mean?
That's it. Tell me your worst memory. And for Clarice, she says that was a father getting killed, wasn't it?
Aye, she doesn't stutter. She just the death of my father. He died when I was very young. My mum had already been dead. Blah blah blah. And she's like, "Your turn."
It's just the way he says it. Our victim, was she a large girl? He's like, hey, he fucking knows already,
Of
you know
course
what
he
I mean? And he's just
Of
letting her just be drips. I know. Fucking brilliant.
See, the
man.
thing I found out later, it doesn't really explain it in the film. The reason he keeps them alive for 3 days and kind of starves them is so their skin loosens.
Aye.
And it's easier for him to fucking cut it off, you know what I mean? But that's how he knows. Is she a large girl? Oh, fucking creepy bastard. Big through the hips, roomy.
It's like he's describing a fucking address or something, you know what I mean?
So every time he's doing me things like that, she's like, that's right. And then he goes like that, quid pro quo. Where did you go to stay
Aye.
after the death of your father?
Aye. She's we've went to stay on is that a ranch, she says, or a farm? For farm ranch, whatever. For cows and sheep.
How was the farmer? Did he sodomize you? Did he fucking abuse you and all that?
Aye.
And she's like, no, he was a nice man. And then she leans forward, right, and says, quid pro quo, doctor. And this is where you see her looking through the glass, but his reflection. So I'm like, how could they know I've been shooting this? How would they know shooting the same scene? Like you said earlier on, know what I mean? I thought it's an awesome shot, man.
Aye. Fuck knows, mate. But he's talking about, what is it? Bill thinks he's a transvestite, but he's not actually a transvestite. You know what I mean? He thinks he is, but a way to narrow down the search would be to look at lists of people who were refused, obviously, treatment of some kind.
Sexual. To turn into women, transgender operations. Look for people that have been refused.
Through medical analysis, mental analysis. So then we get fucking, the fucking madman. It puts the lotion on its skin, or it gets the horse again.
We're at Baltus, and he's atop the well. So Catherine's down the bottom of this fucking well. They obviously built in hooses back in the day. And as you say, mate, he's sent down lotion for her to put on her skin. Obviously, this is some kind of softening agent or something like that. We don't know, but it aids his fucking purpose later, and he says his wee thing, doesn't he?
It puts the lotion on its skin, or it gets the hose again.
He's getting mad. Trying to keep his cool. My mom's a sailor. She'll give you money and put the fucking lotion in the... No, doesn't say that yet. It does. I asked her to put the lotion in the basket, didn't he?
And she'll not put the lotion back in the basket, and you see the switch for him trying to act a bit dainty. Put the lotion in the basket, and she's greeting and all that shit and all that, and he just, like you said, put the fucking lotion in the basket.
You fucking kind of shite yourself the first time you see that. As you say, mate, you just see the switch turning in his fucking head. He's got no time for this shit. Because he's quite feminine when he's talking softly, isn't he?
Aye.
And he just fucking turns into fucking full rage maniac bastard.
Aye. But there was a good, see this bit next when he's pulling the basket up and the light reveals all these claw marks for past victims. That was fucking creepy, man.
Aye, because that's the first time Catherine's seen her surroundings with a bit of light, and she just screams her fucking head off because she knows, man.
Aye, she's not the first, you know what I mean?
But Bill starts mocking her, looking at her screaming. He goes, "Ah, ah."
Aye. See, that was like kind of having an awe. Obviously, he thinks he's like transgender, know what I mean? And he starts grabbing at his clothes. But I think that, again, that's him screaming that he doesn't want to be what he is. Know what I mean? But he's actually just a fuck nut.
Aye.
Know what I mean?
Exactly. So, but then on to Chilton. He's obviously got all the info. And he's went behind the back. He knows that fucking goes down to Hannibal. He's lying down talking to Hannibal while he's fucking all caged up with a mask on and all that. Telling him he's been kind of conned.
Aye. You've been lied to. There's no such deal. What we'll actually do, but is I'll arrange for a deal, and you'll be transferred to Tennessee. But see, the whole time Hannibal's just eyeballing this pen on his bed, isn't he?
Aye, he's having that. It still escapes me as how he eventually gets it, but
aye,
we'll no question it. So Chilton's saying to him basically that deal was a lot of shite. I've made a new fucking deal. And this is one you'll stick to, so you can get to fuck out my site, and I can get all the praise and the credit and the adulation for finding this girl alive and all that, you know what I mean?
Aye.
Weasel bastard.
Aye. But that's what Hannibal says to him and all. Buffalo Bill's real name is Lewis. Or Lewis.
Davey. He gives him a false name and fucking says, I'll tell the rest to the senator in person.
Aye. And then it's fucking, you hear like some sort of phone call into it to Jack Crawford. Did you fucking get a go ahead for some fake deal to make to Hannibal Lecter and whatever? And he's like, I had to roll the dice, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously, the next thing, we land in this airport, into it. And then fucking the senator's there and all that, isn't she? And so, like you said, the first time we see that mask.
Aye, Hannibal's rolled out in this kind of air hangar, out a private jet, and the senator turns up with her entourage, and she just goes like that. Right, look, this is the real fucking deal. I promise you, I've signed it. Not that you'll go to this place. Not that. Just tell me who's got
Aye.
her. What is it again? Aye, on you go.
Aye. I just standing there like that. He's the name of this guy and all this stuff. And Haribo's like that. Oh, his name's fucking such and such. But obviously, knowing that he's got his deal anyway, he decides to have a wee pop at the centre, doesn't he?
Aye,
Wee fucking pop at authority again.
aye. It makes a thing about saying when soldiers lose their limbs, they can still feel the fucking twitch in their leg and blah blah. Tell me, did you breastfeed her? What? Can you still feel her? Can you still feel her on your teeth?
Toughened your nipples, didn't it?
Aye, that's it, mate. Oh. Get him out of here.
And she loses her voice. Take this thing back to Baltimore.
Aye. And then he just fucking shouts Mare Nuggets information.
Aye. Fucking gives the name, fucking says he stayed in wherever. They might have been lying and stuff. And then between he goes like that. Oh, and Senator, love your suit.
Brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant, man. So he's getting wheeled to this. It's like a hotel kind of function suite fucking place, whatever it is. The two guards that are looking after him, two cops, Sergeant Pembrey. They're nice to him, you know what I mean?
Aye.
Because it goes like that. You're going to get three, behave and you'll get 3 hots in a cot. You know what I mean?
Aye, exactly. You be nice to us, we'll be nice to you. Shit like that.
They asked Chilton to sign him over for the transfer.
Aye.
And that's when you know he's fucking lost his pen.
I can't find this pen. But once they get there into it, I actually think it's a court house. He's been moved to. See that building? I'm sure that's a court house.
Right.
But you see outside Shelton, he's loving all the praise he's getting. That's his ego getting stroked.
Aye.
Fucking.
My name is Barry Chilton. Whatever his fucking first name is. Barry Chilton.
Barry Chilton.
And some stupid report says, how do you spell that? C-H. Fuck you.
Aye. Meanwhile, Clarice is sneaking in behind him, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
And see, again, fucking these police. Are you part of Dr. Shelton's group? Nobody else is to get in apart from Dr. Shelton's group, and you're like that. Well, she shouldn't get fucking in there, eh?
Exactly, but she does no bother at all. And Lecter's in there, back turned. He knows she's coming, obviously.
Aye.
And she knows she's got fucking some explaining to do. She's got to win his favour back because she's took the cunt out of him, or tried to take the cunt out of him.
Definitely. Aye, she's got his pictures for his cell, isn't she? And it's like a wee peace offering into it.
That's the creepy bit. That's the creepy. Look, I got your pictures back. All's forgiven.
Most courteous of you.
Aye. His first words are Anthrax Island. Nice touch.
Aye. Was that your idea? And she's like, yes.
Aye, she started to develop a lisp. That's the point.
Aye, she thought that it's Sean Connery halfway through this.
Sometimes you just need to give them a little slap.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
He was actually cast for the role. Sean Connery. Aye.
Fucking. Oh,
Shit,
how
no.
fucking different would that have been? Tell me, Clarice. Have the lambs stopped screaming?
Ate his liver with some haggis. A nice Chianti. Nice bottle of Buckfast.
Fucking hell, man. It's meant to everybody around the world thinks Scottish people all sound like Sean Connery.
They also think that we have fucking porridge for breakfast and Highland toffee and a big boat lion brew for lunch, you know what I mean? And then we chase haggis all day.
3 legs, they things.
Aye.
Hard to catch.
Call me the tripod. Not.
Fucking bun of mince.
Aye. So he's kind of saying to her, look, TikTok, Clarice fucking Catherine could be expiring anytime soon.
Aye. Says there as well, doesn't he? All the information you need to catch Buffalo Bill is in that case report.
Aye. It's just fucking doing her head in, man, because she's no, I don't. I'm just going to tell me. Just going to tell me. I can't see it.
And it just goes, no. Just fucking.
Aye.
He likes playing these wee games, doesn't he?
Aye. She's pacing up and down the fucking gate like a dog trying to get out. You know what I mean? Trying to get out for a pish. But he's no fucking bending, obviously.
He says he's trying to drop hits there, isn't he? What does he do? And he's like, oh, he kills them. No. He covets.
Aye. And then he says to her, just out the blue, finish your story. What happened on the ranch?
Aye. It's just fucking.
And it's that fucking stare, that brilliant cinematography, cinematic stare, just looking down, piercing eyes, tell me what happened on the ranch.
Aye. He wants his thing, doesn't he?
Aye.
And obviously he goes back to this ranch. It was one night she woke up and she could hear screaming. And
like a child's voice.
Creeped up round to the barn. It's just fucking. And she says, it was lambs.
Mm-hmm.
The lambs were screaming. And he's kind of getting off on this, on it.
Aye.
That, they were slaughtering the spring lambs.
Tell me, Clarice, do you still hear the screaming of the lambs? And she says, basically, I still wake up, I still hear the screaming. And then he says, thank you, Clarice.
Aye, I mean? Aye. That's him go, another piece, another person out there, isn't it?
Aye.
And yeah, that's what he says. He's like, do you think if you save Catherine, the lambs will stop screaming? And she's like, well, maybe, aye. It's...
That'd be nice, that.
Because that's what he's kind of leaning to, that the fact that she became like a policewoman was to save people and all that, and he thinks that this has made her whole person. You know what I mean?
Aye, definitely, man. Aye, she's subconsciously looking for absolution. You know what I mean? He can see it, and he's making her realise it as well by doing this. But it's just that as Chilton comes in, get her out of here, that fucking bitch. She gets the case file off Lecter.
Aye.
And he fucking just touches her finger.
Aye.
So the two of them are in that scene, are they not?
Aye, but I mean, let's see, no out with filming. See, when they weren't filming, apparently they never met each other.
Right, I get you now. Okay.
And that's what that's what she says. She was fucking terrified of Anthony Hopkins. Because anytime she did see him, he was in fucking character. Know what I mean?
Tony. See, obviously, this was before Twitter and Instagram. He's fucking Twitter and Instagram are a delight. Guy's brilliant. He's been sober for fucking about 35 years, I think. That's why I started following him, because I was getting sober and all that shit. And I started following other people who are sober, know what I mean? But he's a fucking nutcase. He plays the piano, he does mad dances and does impressions. He's a fucking delight. I'd love to hang about with him.
Aye. Definitely, man.
He just touches her finger, and that's his only physical contact he gets with her. That's just the kind of bit of a full stop on their relationship. That's him. He's got everything he needs off her, know what I mean? He's been inside her head, and he said, a wee touch her.
But
so she flies back to Baltimore, but
aye.
And then it's the escape.
Aye. Cuts to Hannibal, and he's in his cell listening to music. Probably the first time he's been able to do so in fuck knows how long. And he's ordered a second dinner, lamb chops. And you hear the cops in it. Son of a bitch, fucking ordered a second dinner.
Lamb chops, extra rare.
It's fucking raw, innit?
Aye, fucking
Gordon Ramsay, it's fucking raw.
Aye. So they bring in the dinner to him. They say, more or less, assume the position, which is him to bend down, put his hands through the bars and get cuffed. And he first says there, ready when you are, Sergeant Pembrey.
Aye. And just before that, you see him taking something out his mouth. It's part of the pen that he stole. And he's now got that in his hands.
Aye, so they've cuffed him. They think he's secure and all that. And he's, as you say, mate, he's got the paper clipped and he's starting to undo the cuffs, and they're inside his cell, isn't he?
Aye.
Mind the drawings, please.
Aye. And I'm wondering if he placed that there tactically.
That
Know what I
buys him
mean?
a bit more time, aye.
Aye,
Cool. Definitely.
aye. So the cop puts his dinner down beside Hannibal, doesn't he? And he starts removing these pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And when he gets down to pick up the dinner again, fucking cuff comes round. That's it. Chained to the fucking cage, and all hell breaks loose.
Aye. And it's face to face, and it's comes into a mad serpent looking cunt, doesn't he, man?
Aye, fucking goes full Tonto.
Bites the nose off him, didn't he?
Aye, boots the door, hitting the other guard, and then just fucking starts munching his face like a fucking a rabid dog. And then
mental.
proceeds to take like a nightstick and batters the other cop to death with it.
Aye.
And you just see the noises he's making when he's doing it. Just
Aye.
fucking pure heaving.
And seeing all his mouth's open, his tongue's out, catching the blood spatter.
Aye,
Do you know what I mean? And he's
fucking,
doing it within rhythm of the music, as you say, mate. It's just dead. Loving it, man. It's so brilliant the way he portrays turning into this educated, sophisticate into a fucking monster. Do you know what I mean?
as I mean, after all this fucking brutality, he just goes back to listening to his fucking music, just waving his horn.
But who the fuck's got a penknife?
Oh, fuck knows, mate. It must have been that cop that he battered to death for a nightstick.
Mental, man. So he realises the other sergeant's outside, still alive, because he's just been battered with a cell door, know what I mean? And as
Aye.
when he says his wee line again, ready when you are, Sergeant Pembrey. Fucking chills, man.
Aye, just feel psychotic. But the next thing is the cops down at the front desk in it. They see the lift is coming down.
Aye. What the hell?
Aye, fucking lift because I'm down.
That lift moves? Fucking hell. Look at this.
But the next thing you hear gunshots in it,
Aye.
and then the lift stops at floor 3.
Aye. Again, it's all obviously been planned well in advance by Hannibal in a short space of time. And it's quite ingenious, actually. So the police are down, not knowing what's happened up on the 4th floor. They just hear gunshots. Then they see the lift going up and down and stopping, didn't they?
Aye. So they decide they're going up the stair to see what the fuck's going on. All body armored up and stuff.
The lead coppers steal off 10 black radius. What?
And fucking, when they got up in it, they go to where the lift is stopped. Nobody's there to be seen, and they walk their way back up to the floor 5. And then that's when you see it. There's music builds it up and all that, and they kick the door in. And one of the cops is up on the bars, displayed like a fucking angel or some sort, isn't he?
Aye. With the backlight behind him and his stomach cut open.
Aye.
And the Michael Bay flag wrapped around him.
And the other copper's lying on the deck, fucking face all mutilated.
Aye. So the young police says to the moustache guy, fucking, he's like, hold his hand. What do I say to him? That's Jim Pembrey, goddammit.
But see, there's another good bit here, mate. There's another copper. He goes and sits beside a wee table where there's a coffee mug.
Aye.
And that nodded to me that Lecter, see after he displayed that guy up on the bars, sat there and admired his own work.
By the way, never thought of that, mate, but that's a good shout. That is a good shout. Probably did. And to think he's got him up there and done that to him, and it's obviously fucking skilled at his craft.
But as I already know, that's Jim. What's his name? Jim fucking Pembroke.
Jim Pembrey, goddammit.
Aye.
He starts fitting, didn't he?
Aye.
Nice
He's
touch.
just blowing bubbles.
I fucking like that, blowing bubbles. And a Wayne comes in, puts a bit of blank paper on his face to get a nice pattern off it and all that.
Aye. We see what the young copper says to him. You're looking good, man. You're looking good. Like,
No, fucking
it looks
liar.
like the type of fucking lasagna. You know what I mean? The fuck are you talking about?
I know. Fucking hell, man. It does look like Freddy Krueger's love child, man. It's fucking horrible looking. You're looking good there. Yeah. Get you on plenty of fish after this.
Fucking brilliant. But
So they're in the lift, mate, aren't they?
Aye, they're in the lift, and obviously,
We think it's
as
somewhere up on 2.
the paramedic, he sees blood dropping onto the gurney, didn't he?
Aye.
And that's when they went, oh fuck, he must be on top of the lift. So they get out. So he says to the SWAT, aye, motherfuckers on top of the lift. And we see another SWAT guy who has been in hundreds of films as well. And I can't remember what the fuck he's in.
Aye, you do. You're right, mate. But they send 2 of the SWAT up a floor above, open the lift door, and they look on top of the lift, and you can see face down what we think is Lecter out the game with the white on.
Aye.
So they shout on him, no movement, and they'll put one in his leg. They put one in the leg, absolutely no flinching, no movement. And no, so that's when they decide to get into the lift and send that poor wee bastard up there with a step ladder.
Aye. Fuck. Aye, they open the hatch into it, and this body swings down. And again, you don't see the front of him,
No.
but it cuts to the ambulance where this copper sits up, and it's the wee paramedic in it. He's radioing ahead, and you just behind him, the copper moves into position, peels off his face, and it's Hannibal into it.
Brilliant.
Which was fucking well done, man.
It's just the whole plan comes together with that fucking ambulance bit in it. It's amazing. So you know that Hannibal's took the face off of Jim Pembury, changed the clays, and then pretended to be him and get out the building. So it cuts directly to Clarice being told that Lecter's escaped.
Aye.
No fucking about.
Aye. And she's like, oh, he'll not come after me. He would consider that rude. You're just...
It's excellent. Because our pal's worried about her, isn't he?
Aye.
But she thinks she knows him that well now. I would consider it rude. It would be beneath him, you know what I mean? So Bill's sewing. And then Clarice notices Hannibal left her a wee note in the case files. That was to tell her where to go.
Aye. How do we cover it? We cover what we see every day, and that's when the penny drops into it that Buffalo Bill knew his first victim.
Aye, and well, her and her colleague are like working this out between the two of them. It's like fucking mad close-up camera, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Which is quite good. So we're back to Belvedere, and Clarice visits the first victim.
Aye.
Whose body was found last, funnily enough.
Aye. Because into her house, in it, and just to find clues, and she's just looking about this room, just looks like another room, and then but she finds this wee the ballerina box thing.
A music box.
Aye. And that's when we find that this lassie was ahead of her time with nudes, you see.
Aye, the big underwear on.
Tasteful nudes.
Clarice, I know, she goes into the room and all that, and she does what she does the whole film. She fucking just takes her jacket off anywhere she goes, man. Get comfy, hen, you're in a crime scene, you know what I mean? So, as you say, she finds you nude pictures. And again, another cat owner. I thought this was going to be prevalent the first time I watched this because Catherine had a cat, this lassie had a cat, there was other cat references, and Buffalo's got a dog, but it obviously means fuck all. It's just my heat.
Aye.
She phones Crawford, she knows, she thinks she knows.
Aye. She goes into another room and she sees evidence of sewing and stuff and like a mannequin, and then it's when she opens up the dresser and she sees like the diamond shapes that Bill had cut off one of the victims, and it's how you make a dress. You know what I mean?
Aye.
And that's when she phones Crawford.
Aye, because they say her ex-boyfriend's name was
Jimmy.
Knows who it is, but he says it's okay. We know who it is.
Aye, they're going to an address, aren't they?
In Chicago.
Aye.
And James Gunn. What a
aye.
fucking name.
Exactly. Fucking. But Crawford says to Clarice, "I just find out what you can there, and we'll hang me." And again, it's a case of, you've done your part. We'll handle this through here. All right.
We'll go and accept the medals.
Aye. And it's just right, okay. And then that's.
But he does say it. He says, "Look, Clarice, we could have done any of this without you. It won't be forgotten."
Aye.
Aye, no bother, mate. and then it's fucking the next scene is the best scene. Isn't it?
So we'll get Catherine down the well, won't we?
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
Aye.
Done that.
Catherine's doing well, isn't she? She just fucking got a plan that she's going to get his dug. But he's fucking in the middle of doing himself up, isn't he? And, like,
She's trying to entice his wee doggy down the well with a bone.
Aye.
'Cause obviously Bill's gave her some scraps. She does say that. Thanks for the scraps, asshole. Precious. Come here, you little shit.
Meanwhile, he's glamming himself up, isn't he?
Oh, he's looking brilliant, man.
Yeah,
He's got
getting it
the
like that.
fucking-
Would you fuck me? I fuck me so hard.
Oh, he's got the fake skin heat on, hasn't he?
Oh, mate. Fucking doing himself up, mate. And it's the stress, it's the stubborn, right? But it's look, see that actor? I don't know if he'd anything before this, right? But imagine, well, this is your scene for the day, buddy.
Aye.
I'm sorry, I do that.
Nah, you're the man for the job in this one.
The next thing, this is where you kind of see where Bill, he wants to be a woman, doesn't he? And then he does something I reckon men up and down the land have all done. Anybody that says they haven't is a fucking liar.
Right. Tucks his PP in. He's videoing himself dancing, I think, the song. Because he wants to be, he can't get gender reassignment surgery. So the next best thing is to kill and murder women and make a female suit out their skin. That's his goal, isn't it? So he's in front of the camera, he's dancing, he does the wee tucks his willy in, and then you get the full frontal, don't you?
Aye.
Wee blue fishnets on.
I know. It's just like that guy, man. He does it well. But I thought that would have kind of stuck with him for the rest of his career.
Aye. Anything else he has been in since, he's been usually a cop, man.
Aye.
So he has.
I'd fuck me so hard.
What if he still gets ribbed about that one set?
Oh.
Davey. Would you fuck me? I'd fuck you so hard. So the FBI in Chicago, Clarice, is going to the address of a Mrs. Lippman,
Aye.
who the victim knew and learned to sew off of. Which I just kind of tippled in the last fucking time I watched it. So, but it's quite good the way they set it up. The FBI are just about to burst into a house, aren't they?
Aye. In the meantime, Bill's playing with his wee moths and stuff, and then he hears his dog fucking yelp and finds out that the dog's down the well, sort of stuff, know what I mean? And this is where he's like, oh, precious. Don't you hurt my fucking dog!
You don't know what pain is. I think she broke her leg on the way down. I heard the bone snap.
I'm surprised that lassie never turned up in No Country for Old Men.
That was different times.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Age of innocence.
I'm not expecting that back then. It's just a different time.
But so hard.
FBI. So the FBI ring the doorbell, just as Clarice rings a doorbell.
Aye.
And Bill's fucking fire alarm doorbell goes off.
Aye.
So he's gone to the door. The FBI bust in. It's the wrong house, innit?
That's it. Aye. The way it's set up, it's shot for shot, making you think the FBI is going to bust into Bill's house, and it turns out it's Clarice's at the door herself.
Aye. Clarice with her big fucking jacket at that door. I'm looking for Mr. or Mrs. Lippman. Does she live here? Oh no, she moved out about 2 years ago.
Then she starts asking him about the victim, doesn't he? So, oh wait, was she a great big fat person?
She's a big girl, so yeah.
Why did she whisper? Yeah, she was a big girl.
I know.
Sounds like Adam Sandler and Little Nicky. Yeah, my
Release
brother hit me in the
the
face with a
girl.
shovel.
Release the girl. See when he's getting ready to go and answer his door, he's got a big fucking Nazi blanket,
I know, mate.
which
Aye.
I'm thinking is Mrs. Lipman's, because we find out what happened to Mrs. Lipman
Aye.
in a wee minute. But he answers the door. He says, "I might have a card if you want to come in." Yes, sir. That'd be good. Again, Jake it off on it.
Aye. And fucking, as I'm walking through this place, Clarice is just observing, isn't she? She's like that, looking about, and there's wee hints of stuff, butterflies on the wall and stuff, and that's when she looks about and she sees all the thread and stuff, and then a moth lands on it, and she's like that. Oh, you're fucking the suspect.
Because he's asking like questions and all. Have
Aye.
you got someone yet? Or are you close to catching the person?
Aye.
Got that card for you?
Aye. And then
You get
that's, aye. That's when she's like that. Very good. And then freeze, and he just, and it, but just like seemingly he just ducks it. He ducks out into the kitchen. Yeah, they just fucking shot him.
He slinks it, didn't he?
Aye.
Because his hand cannon's on the cooker beside a pot of fucking 9-year-old porridge. Bleh.
Oh, but it's just he fucking smiles. Fucking
Drops all the cards and all that.
aye. But she's like, freeze! Fucking, but then he runs into the basement, didn't he? And then she follows after him, and then that's when you're seeing Mare, Bill's fucking lair, isn't it?
Aye. Mobile phones would have been a fucking godsend back in this day, by the way.
Aye.
Do you know what else is quite funny, having just watched it? This film was released at the exact same time Jeffrey Dahmer was caught, 1991. Freaky as fuck, yeah?
Aye.
Because I think there was reference made to the film when it came out at the time. They wanted to delay it
Aye.
because of the findings of Jeffrey Dahmer, but it was too late, apparently, and it was released and all that. And all the fucking God Squad thought it was in bad taste, you know what I mean?
Aye.
But he ducks out down the cellar. She decides to go after him, mate.
Aye, that's Clarice goes into a room and all that, and that's when you first see the female suit, isn't it?
Mhm.
Just fucking, you're like, oh, that's quite disturbing. That that's
Isn't it?
fucking.
Or the sewing paraphernalia. She goes into the bathroom, pulls away the shower curtain, and I'm just guessing that's Mrs. Lipman
Aye,
decomposing body in the bath.
aye, definitely.
Nazi bitch.
But she comes across the well as well, didn't she? And she's talking to Catherine down there. The other police are coming, and she's
Aye.
she's like, "Don't leave me down here, you bitch!"
Oh, baby, you fucking bitch.
Fucking, but you wouldn't be, you'd be like, "Don't you go anyway, you bastard! This guy's off his nut."
That's it. And she's, as you say, she's from the moth room and all that as well.
Yep.
And then the lights go.
Aye.
I don't mind telling you, when I watched this, I was 12. Me and my mum rented this out as ad video. No knowing what we rented, obviously. I was 12 when we watched this, man, on a fucking mad rainy Sunday. It was, heart in the mouth. And then you hear the pew, the fucking night vision goggles going on again, man.
It's quite fucking creepy, isn't it? Because you know that she's in the dark and he's just stalking her through the darkness, know what I mean?
I feel like 4 foot away.
Aye. And he's just, I don't know if he plans to make her part of his suit, know what I mean? Because he starts fucking got to grab her hair and all that shit and fucking, or maybe he just wants to be her. I don't know what it is. But
Definitely toying with her anyway.
aye. But the next thing he pulls out his fucking big cannon, as you said, and obviously cocks it back to shoot it. But obviously Clarice hears this,
What's her
spins
name?
round. Clarice. Would you fuck me?
So hard. You say, mate, she hears the gun getting cocked.
Aye. And just spins round and shoots into the darkness, know what I mean? And that's when it's kind of lit up with the flashes of the muzzles and stuff.
Great fucking cinematography by that. Just as you say, flashes of the muzzle. It's just stills of him getting shot, and the
Aye.
room lighting up and all that. It's fucking excellent, man. But she unloaded on him, didn't she?
Aye, aye. And somehow some wee window gets smashed and it lets the light in. And you just see Buffalo there. Aye. Just convulsing into it. Just Khan.
His horns go off fucking plegic, man.
Aye. And that's it. Nice and all that. Fucking Jack and the boys are all there.
Aye, they arrive for fucking Chicago in jig time, man.
Aye.
Catherine's getting led out. She's decided to keep the dog. Wonder how the cat'll fucking like that when she gets back home. And there's no fucking faffing about. It just goes straight to FBI headquarters fucking prize giving scenario.
Aye. Aye.
Somebody gets the biggest fucking slice of FBI cake you've ever seen in your life, man.
Aye. Aye. And it's just fucking Jack Crawford saying to Clarice. It's hinted into it that there's a wee bit of fucking romance attraction there, isn't it? But Clarice just, nah, I'm a professional woman. There's my hand. Know what I mean?
Aye, she shakes his eyes, waiting on a cuddle and a kiss into the bastard.
Aye.
But no, sir, I did this all on my vagina. Oh. So just before that, she's been told there's a call for you, Clarice. So
Aye.
Jack gets his handshake and goes like that. Aye, oh well then. Don't forget your phone call.
Aye, that's it. The next thing Clarice just picks up the phone into it, and it's just their man. Well, Clarice, had the lamb stopped screaming? She's like, Dr. Lecter. Dr. Lecter.
He's like, don't worry, I won't be calling on you, but I am having an old friend for dinner.
Aye. Aye. You just see shots of shouting into it. He's coming out of some fucking plane or whatever.
It's like fucking South America or something, innit?
Aye.
Like does go on the fucking campus wig you've ever seen in your life, and that fedora just starts following him. And I still think to this day, Clarice is still on the phone going, Dr. Lecter.
I know, mate. What did she do? Why? Come on, man. It's like, do you know how a fucking phone works? Because it just, bye, Clarice. Hangs up and Dr. Lecter. Dr. Lecter.
Fly.
And it's just good to see how the way the camera kind of pans it and Hannibal just fucking blends into the crowd like a normal person, and it's just that's it.
That's it. And the film's done, and it's brilliant, absolutely fucking brilliant.
Aye.
Aye. At that time and all, we didn't know we were going to be getting a kind of a follow up or a prequel and all that kind of stuff, which I didn't really fucking mind, but they weren't as good as this.
Aye. Well, this is actually, they had made this film before with Manhunter. Know what I mean?
That's right.
But
thoroughly enjoyed it, mate. What you gave it out of 10?
8.
8 out of 10.
Aye.
I'll do a wee bit more and say 8.5 for me. I forgot to say at the start of the programme, folks, again, the views and opinions are solely our own and in no way meant to offend or upset. We just ad-lib, we paraphrase, and we imitate people just to have a bit of fun. So don't get your knickers in a twist.
Would you fuck me?
I knew you were going to say that.
My Scottish retitlement of this
Oh, right in there.
is Shut It, Dolly. For those that you don't know, Dolly was a sheep.
Scottish sheep, nonetheless. Aye. Well done, mate. I didn't have to ask you that. Well done. Shut it, Dolly. I like that. My Glaswegianism of Silence of the Lambs is Aberdeen nil.
Fucking hell. Oh. Would you fuck me?
I'd fuck you so hard.
we can't even say that.
No. Going to end up saying that to Ring Person, man, in Asda or something.
Oh, fucking.
Is that all for you, sir? Would you fuck me? Excuse me? No, I'll take a bag. Aye.
Aren't you a great big fat person?
Oh, start whispering at folk and all.
Fly, fly. Who are you talking to, you cheeky bastard?
I know. I'm done with you. Firefly. So that was our kind of first kind of horror thriller for Halloween month, which is October. We had a wee thought about doing them for the next few weeks, but we'll give a wee break, and then by the time Chris picks the next one, it will be Halloween week. So I'm going to pick next week's. I don't know where to go, doing a comedy or an action. Fuck that romance pish. I've done the superhero last week. So I'm going to have our first delve into Bond, mate. And I'm going to pick Skyfall.
Skyfall's the one I've seen.
Oh, you know a mad Bond? No?
Oh, Bond's a wanker, mate.
You like Skyfall?
I've seen Skyfall, but Bond is a wanker. He's like, I'm a secret agent. And then he sits down at the start of the film, and everybody at the table knows he's the spy.
Because he tells them.
Aye, you're shite at this, son. You're shite at this.
Well, Daniel Craig, I think, is brilliant at it. And Skyfall, because it's so raw and there's no fucking that pishy, oh, I have chewing gum that blows up buildings. That shite, you know what I mean? It's good, it's raw, it's kind of believable.
As Javier Bardem in it.
And I was just going to say, yes, mate, it's your man Bardem, who I think's the best Bond villain I've ever had. But we'll get to that next week. So Skyfall, tune in. But do you want to say, we had Speed on my list, but Diabolical and Wreckfest have fucking raped that for us, so we can't do Speed. I was going to be a pure dick and say, let's do Speed too. You know what I mean? But no, we'll... So, going to do a favour, boys, and don't touch Under Siege, because I want to be Under Siege. Anything to see Arika Aleniak coming out of cake is fucking worth a watch for me.
Oh, fucking brilliant.
So there we go. That was Silence of the Lambs, episode 2, series 2 of What's the Script. The Facebook page will be back up today. I know. I had a few messages for people that are saying, look, just get it up and all that, and I've made it private as well. So that'll be back up today. So if it's still in the link tree, it'll still be the same thing.
James Brown, by any chance?
Eh?
James Brown? Get on up!
Wow! Kiss myself.
Fucking brilliant.
And we just are. Thanks again for all your love and support. Maybe not so much love, but support. Likes and shares.
Would you fuck me?
I'm fucking so hard. Oh. That's what I like about these mics. You don't know how it sounds until you...
I know.
Look at my wee boom out today, I know. Uber professional, apart from the background, all the coats and the fucking things hanging up the back of the door. My wife will kill me, man. But I'm on the old laptop today, so I've not got any background because it's an older laptop. Because I can't get in the living room today to use my new Mac because people aren't well and they're lying down the couch. So you don't fucking have to know that.
Well, everybody that's listening, cheers. Hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you very much. See you later. What the fuck, man?
Goodbye. So hard. And action!
You disgust me. Grow up.